YouTube booming. Hey guys, this wire be annoying, dog. I ain't even gonna front. I do not like the way this wire be like tripping. And I low key want to just start recording the show without the wire, like just take the headphones off. But I'm so used to hearing myself as I record, it wouldn't even feel right. Like I'd be scared that the audio would be messed up and I won't know it. So I'll be keeping it on to keep myself honest on some real shit. What's going on, Uncle P? What's going on, cousin Mimi? Heem's World? What's the deal? But guess I'll just get this motherfucking show started. This wire, boy, this wire. It's annoying. What's going on, Mama Miss? But let me see. Everything cool. Got the Shauna back. Got my water. Where I put the microphone is always annoying. I ain't gonna front. But here we go. Gunshots, bitch. And then there was space. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. I don't know why my voice sound weird to me, my nigga, but it does. I'm sitting here talking about the microphone, talking about how the shit sound, talking about my damn headphones, and now I don't know. My voice sound weird to me for some reason, but the game must go on. Y'all niggas already know it is what it is. That's just what happens, my nigga. Cause 9 times out of 10, I be tripping off of how I sound, but I end up sounding cool on the playback, so I ain't fucking tripping. But Uncle P, you'll hear the sounds. I think if you go to my personal page, you go to the Uncle Dolemite page, you'll hear it. But on the Too Much Game page, then my sounds they don't be loud just because, them shits over there, my nigga. Can you hear my voice though? That's what I want to know. Can you hear my voice on my Too Much Game page? If so, good. If not, I don't know. But the sounds, that for sure you can't hear. You can only hear that on my personal page because the roadcaster is connected to that phone. But anyway, today's episode, I don't really have no topic, my nigga. I literally been on live for literally maybe like the past 5 hours trying to come up with a topic for the show, and I ain't gonna front, nigga. I don't have one. On some real shit, nigga. The only thing that came to mind is I was literally setting up. I was talking to JP Justice. Shout out JP Justice. While I'm sitting here with the damn sound still turned down. So let me go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm talking to JP Justice, Juno. Who else was it? Timo, King John from Pod and Saved Our Marriage. And shout out to Javon Pearson. He's a comedian. He wrote on Fresh Prince of Bel Air and some more shit. Shout out to him. We was, talking comedy and shit because, I'm on my stand-up comedian journey. That's something that I'm looking into. That's something that I'm finna try to start doing. And like when he was just telling Juno, like it's more than one way to skin a cat. Like just about, like there's more to comedy than just stand-up now. Like, back in the day, in order for you to be a successful comedian, you had to, do it on stage, get a TV show, get a sitcom, get in movies and shit like that. Nowadays, it's a bunch of different ways comedians is making money. These niggas making money online. These niggas do pranks, they do skits. Some of these niggas do videos where they talk. Other niggas is jumping into other things on YouTube. Like there's a bunch of different ways to make money, my nigga. And that's just with anything, like I say with the way that I do this show. I take one little thing and I expound upon that and turn that into some game that goes into other shit. Like Uncle P said, writing, and that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, there's so many different ways to do things in life. There's so many different ways to be successful. There's so many different ways to feed your family. You can't be too attached to only one way. Sometimes that's why a lot of people fail, because they feel like something that they may have selected might be their motherfucking journey, and that's not always the fucking case. I made a video on Instagram a couple years ago about that shit, like just about people using the term, or using the phrase "stay in your lane." Me personally, I don't believe in that shit, my nigga, because what if Ice Cube only wanted to rap? What if he said, "Nigga, I'm a rapper. That's all I do. I'm only gonna rap." Nigga, we wouldn't have Friday. We wouldn't have Barbershop. A whole lot of the things that Ice Cube did outside of music, my nigga. Like, if he would have just stayed in one lane, if he'd have just said, "I'ma specialize in this one thing and only do this," it's a whole lot of dope shit that wouldn't have happened. It's a whole lot of money he wouldn't have been able to make if he stayed in his lane. So, nigga, sometimes your ass gotta swerve out your lane if it's traffic in that motherfucker. What's going on, my nigga King John? What's going on, Power Lunch Hour? But like, that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, there's so many different ways to get what a lot of us deem as success. So you always got to keep your fucking options open. Like, something that I always believe in is going hard at anything that you consider to be a talent that you have, my nigga. Like I say, like, I always felt like I was talented at talking this shit. So I end up doing this motherfucking podcast. I use my motherfucking talents. Even with this podcast shit, I've rolled that into so many different relationships. Because, nigga, I display my talent, and I keep my options open on any opportunity that it might bring me, my nigga. Like, I've always felt like podcasting is something that I do well. So of course I'ma do the best I can in podcasting. But any other opportunity that comes from this, nigga, I'm on it, my nigga. Cause like I said, through podcasting, I've networked with a bunch of motherfuckers. And it led to just me being on Instagram Live with a bunch of motherfuckers I know through podcasting. And through that, that's how I linked up with a whole lot of people in comedy. So like I said, nigga, I'm gonna be going out of state just to do this shit, traveling just to do this shit, just to see where it takes me, my nigga. Another thing when it comes to having the ability to go into other lanes and do other things is networking, my nigga. Especially when you a content creator, somebody who's in what we would call, the new form of entertainment. Because, to me, now we all call it content, but there was a time when it was called entertainment. Like, comedians was considered to be entertainers, musicians was considered to be entertainers, actors and all of this shit. These niggas was considered to be entertainers. Now we just call the shit the content game, so me in content, I do a whole gang of fucking networking. Nigga, the reason that this motherfucking show is so late is because I was on live with homeboy from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, my nigga. Like, I'm always trying to stay open to deal with motherfuckers who can help me move forward in life. Cause like I said, dog, like, there's so many different ways for a motherfucker to be successful. There's so much other shit that you can do to become a success. Networking is a big part of that. Like, something that I'm a firm believer in is it's not always about what you know, but it's who you know. It's not always about what you can do, but who you know. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's way past other people, not because they're more talented, not because they more intelligent, not because they're more, they better at what they do, but literally because they just knew the right people. A lot of times it ain't always where you at. A lot of time it's just who you introduce yourself to, who you talk to, the type of relationships that you build and maintain. Like, nigga, just knowing somebody. You could be introduced to somebody through somebody who you know. Like I tell y'all all the time about burning bridges. I don't burn bridges, dog. Like, even if it's somebody who I might not talk to no more, I still try to keep a positive interaction with that person. Like I tell y'all, even with my past relationships with women, my nigga, I don't have beef with none of my exes. I don't have no bad relationships with none of my exes, like, nigga, because even through romantic relationships that you have. Like nigga, you can parlay something that you have with an ex into something. Nigga, one of your exes might be related to a motherfucker that can help you do something. Nigga, one of your exes might be friends with somebody who you could do something with. Like I've had exes introduce me to motherfuckers in all type of shit that I was doing. Just because, nigga, I kept that lane open. I've gotten jobs through motherfuckers who I've known through my ex. Just because my ex, like, oh yeah, nigga, you got a trucking company? Shit, nigga, my ex drive trucks. Nigga, let me hit my ex up. And because I was still cool with my ex, nigga, that shit made me some motherfucking money. I don't burn no bridges, dog. What's going on, T-Lo? What's going on, 12 Cal, the multi-millionaire podcaster? You know, that's another motherfucker, nigga. When it come to networking, I'm so glad I know 12 Cal. He's a philanthropist. He's a motherfucking billionaire. You know, nigga, one day I want to go to Atlanta and see the 12 Kyle compound. I know he got mansions all over the country, but from what I understand, his Atlanta mansion is the biggest, best one. So I want to go see 12 Kyle's mansion in Atlanta. So a nigga gonna have to go out there. But nigga, like I said, dog, like, you know, when it comes to the relationships that you have in life, like you never want to burn bridges. Like I understand sometimes you need to cut people off. That's a necessity. You know, if you got people in your life that's not serving you, they not helping you, having a relationship with them might possibly be fucking you up or putting you in disadvantageous positions. Yes, sometimes you got to cut people off. But even with that, nigga, just because I cut somebody off don't mean that I have a negative with that person. You know, I just keep it at, man, you know, I just ain't had time to be around you, my nigga. I just had too much going on. I couldn't answer my phone. You know, I was over here. I'm making these moves over here. I'm doing this over here. So my bad, you know, I wasn't available for you. But nigga, I don't be like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You a bad friend. You know, you be running the bitches off. Nigga, you be fucking my money up. You's a bitch ass nigga. No, I don't never do no shit like that, my nigga. You know, there's tactful ways to do anything, even cutting people off. You know, like I be telling motherfuckers, like, I don't believe in brutal honesty, my nigga. I've never been brutally honest. You know, have I roasted motherfuckers? Hell yeah, because I like roasting people. It's funny. You know, have I been abrasive before? Yes, my nigga. Will I defend myself violently if I have to? Yes. You know, but like, do I believe in like being what they call brutally honest? Hell no. You know, cause niggas will say shit like, man, that nigga Uncle Dolemite ain't got no filter. That nigga be talking shit. Hell yeah, I'll be talking shit. I'm a shit talking ass motherfucker. I use a whole lot of profanity, my nigga. You know, I might say things that a lot of people might not say. But am I brutally honest? Nah, my nigga. I'm tactfully honest. You know, sometimes does my honesty have to be brutal? Yes, but there's a time and a place for the brutality that comes in my honesty, my nigga. And all that is intact. You know, like I make sure to say shit certain ways to certain people because every audience don't fuck with certain shit. So certain motherfuckers, I might go off on their ass with a whole lot of profanity. Some motherfuckers, I might use a little more aggressive language. Other people, you know, they a little more sensitive. So I'm gonna speak to them that way because I understand, my nigga. Brutality ain't for everybody. So certain people, my nigga, I'm nice with my honesty. You know, there's a nice way to tell a motherfucker they breath smell like shit. I'd rather go the nice way if I can. You know, sometimes you ain't got no choice, but to me, there's always a choice. And I always choose the better way because I don't like fucking relationships up with people. And what you say, 12 cows, sometimes cutting people off is about protecting your peace and your energy. Exactly. And that's the thing, my nigga. Like, I believe strongly in cutting motherfuckers off when they don't serve you. You know, if a motherfucker's putting you in a fucked up position, cut they ass off. If somebody's negatively affecting your mental health, cut they ass off. You know, if somebody is not on the same path that you on and it's fucking your path off, cut that motherfucker off. But you don't always gotta burn a bridge to stop traveling across a bridge. You know, like that's my thing, my nigga. Like, there's ways to cut people off. There's ways to part ways with people. That's why I believe so strongly in being tactful, my nigga. Like there's a lot of people who I don't fuck with no more, who I don't be around no more. I don't really speak to they motherfucking ass no more. I didn't have to make a grand exit when I left that motherfucker. I ain't have to make a grand gesture to let them know that we wasn't finna be fucking around no more. Nigga, I just kindly dismissed myself. I just, left them alone, my nigga. Like even when it come to my breakups, nigga, I don't go off on motherfuckers when I'm in a breakup. 9 times out of 10, I wish you the best, my nigga. It just ain't meant for me and you to be together no more. Like ain't no ex of mine finna come through and be like, oh, that nigga cussed me out. He whooped my ass. That nigga threw me out of a moving car. Oh, he kicked me in my stomach. He pushed me out the window. He whooped my mama ass and he shot my daddy. Man, I don't do all that shit, my nigga. 9 times out of 10, nigga, with me in the breakup, I'm just letting you know we just ain't together no more. Like, nigga, this relationship has run its course. I still love you and shit, but my nigga, I see that this ain't going nowhere. So we just gonna have to part ways, my nigga. And yes, it's gonna be taken negatively. 9 times out of 10, a woman ain't gonna like to hear that, nigga. That's bad motherfucking news. But it is what it is. A lot of times when you gotta split ways with people, there's gonna be negative feelings because of the fact that y'all not together no more. That's just human nature. Same with friends that you gotta cut off. Same with family members who you might not interact with no more. Sometimes you gotta tactfully split up. But like I said, nigga, it ain't always gotta be negative. It ain't always gotta be fucked up. You don't always gotta be rude. Nigga, I exit the party quietly, my nigga. I just back out, walk off. Because like I said, you never know when you're gonna have to cross that bridge again. So I don't believe in burning them motherfuckers. I'm always just like, I ain't going across that bridge no more, or not no time soon. But let me leave that bridge available because there might come a time when I might need to cross that motherfucker again. And that's the thing. Like even when it come to networking, there's people who you might network with, and it might immediately lead to something being beneficial, my nigga. What's going on, twin Matt? Like it might straight up lead to, damn nigga, I met this dude. Now I'm making money with this dude. I met this dude. Now I'm making money in this lane because he introduced me to this, or he put me up on this piece of game, or he introduced me to this, or he put me here. Other times, nigga, you might meet somebody and you might think it's gonna turn into something and it don't end up being shit. And it is what the fuck it is. But again, I don't burn the bridge. I just leave the bridge available because just because me and your interaction didn't lead to something beneficial in that moment, don't mean that it can't end up being beneficial later on in life. So 9 times out of 10, nigga, even if it might not have worked at that point, I'm still gonna keep that line of communication open because you never fucking know. Like me personally, like nigga, I probably got 1,000 phone numbers in my phone, my nigga. Not because I call 1,000 people all the time, but because I never know when I might need that contact, my nigga. Like I remember I had a fucking coworker hit me up, damn, like maybe 7 years after I left that motherfucking job, offering me an opportunity for a whole nother job just because we was cool way back in the day. Because oh man, you was so funny. I remember we used to work at such and such a job, man. I'm surprised you still got the same phone number. Hell yeah, I don't burn bridges, my nigga. And vice versa. Sometimes you might have had a coworker that you knew a long ass time ago who you might be able to use or you might be able to make some money with. Or you might be able to be like, damn, nigga, I remember that nigga told me he was like related to such and such. Or he had contact with Whoopty Whoop. Or he lived in this area. Or he knew this person. Or he was in this industry. Or he was doing this on the side. He had this side hustle. Like, nigga, I'm still tapped in with motherfuckers who I ain't spoke to in 10 to 15 years who I'll still hit up just in case. Like, hey, nigga, remember me from such and such job? Yeah, the light skinned nigga. Yeah, remember me? Hey, you still do such and such? Like, nigga, when I was buying my house, dog, I bought my house in 2019. I left this job in 2014. And one of my coworkers at that job, I remember on the side was doing home inspecting. Nigga, that's who I had inspect my house. A nigga who I hadn't spoke to in 5 fucking years because I still had his phone number. Cause like I said, my nigga, like I still keep all bridges open and available, dog. Like you never know when or how you might be able to use relationships that you've built, my nigga. Like with me, when it comes to anything that I do, nigga, I always believe in keeping my options open, staying open minded, staying available, because you never motherfucking know, dog. Like even when it come to family members, nigga, even when it come to friends, like I said, even ex friends, even niggas you don't, you might have played basketball back in the early 2000s. You don't hoop no more. I still got phone numbers on niggas I used to hoop with. Why? Because you never know. You never know what positions you'll see them in that might be able to help you, my nigga. Like it's motherfuckers I went to junior high school with, niggas I went to high school with, who doing all type of shit, who I still was able to use later on in life to do other shit. Like I was telling y'all about the super producer been ready. I know the super producer been ready through a homeboy who I used to drive school buses with. Oddly enough, this same nigga was the one who introduced me to my kid's mom, who I ended up marrying, my nigga. Like me and him was cool. I do what I do. Nigga, me and Ben Ready, we had like a little relationship as far as like, we was still friends on social media and shit. Like, you know, Facebook, MySpace, we end up being friends on Snapchat, and that's how I end up podcasting. Because through being ready, following my Snapchat and seeing the little videos that I made talking my shit, he was like, "Hey, nigga, you ever thought about doing a podcast? These little videos you be talking your shit, you be saying some real shit, nigga. I got this little podcast network I'm starting. You should come do a show." That's how I end up doing this shit, my nigga, through a relationship that again, it wasn't like me and Ben Ready was like tight, close, everyday homies, my nigga. This nigga was a old friend's cousin who I just happened to keep in contact with, my nigga. And like I said, I wanted to do a podcast for years before I end up doing it. But it took that relationship that led up to me doing that shit. Same with comedy, dog. Like I've always wanted to be a comedian, but I felt like I never knew the right people that'd put me in, my nigga. Pause. Because like I know I've known niggas who were in stand up for years, but those relationships never led into me actually getting on the stage and doing the shit. But, like I said, with nigga networking, staying available, being willing to build new relationships. Like the show when I had LA Deuce and maxed out for the bankroll. Shout out LA Deuce and maxed out for the bankroll. Like nigga, we met Maury Richardson at a motherfucking award show out here. And me and Maury Richardson, he was the first nigga to put me on a stage. Shout out to Maury for that. I had Maury on this motherfucker, about what, month or two ago. And me having Maury on the show led to me getting on stage, getting into comedy. And again, the thing that me and LA Deuce was talking about with my nigga maxed out for the bankroll was there's a difference between your day one homeboys and your A1 homeboys. And your A1 homeboys ain't always niggas who you've known from day one. Sometimes you might meet a motherfucker that'll become a A1 homeboy today, tomorrow, yesterday, a week ago. This motherfucker might be the friendship that you forged that'll lead to you making your first $1 million. You getting into the career field that you want to get into. You meeting your wife, your husband, or any of that shit. That's why, like I said, like I believe in networking. I believe in being tactful, nigga. I believe in leaving a positive image with everybody who I ever come into contact with. Like I got a bunch of motherfuckers who, nigga, when I first met them, I might not have liked their vibe. I might not have liked their style. I might not have liked the way they talk. But me personally, I always believe in staying as positive with people as I can, because you never know what that relationship with that person could lead to when you keep a good rapport with people, my nigga. Like I say, dog, like I don't consider myself to be no friendly ass nigga. Like I'm cool, I'm cordial, like I said, I'm tactful. Like I keep it cool with people, but like I'm not a hey man, how you doing? My name's Uncle Dolemite. Good fucking afternoon, dude. Like I ain't one of them niggas on me. Like I'm real reserved. Like I play the back. But when it comes to motherfuckers who like I meet, who I think I could possibly like, build a cool little relationship with, like nigga, I'm always willing to shake hands, have a conversation. Like a exercise that I do that I've done for years, nigga. Like if I see somebody jumping out of a car that I really like, I always ask them what they do for a living and how they got that car. Because you never fucking know, my nigga. Like you never know what hand you might shake that's gonna lead to you doing something in your life, my nigga. And like I said, would it be a more than one way to skin a cat? Like there's a lot of motherfuckers that thought that rap was gonna be the way. Shout out my nigga Lieutenant Music, dog. Another relationship that I built just on some, like matter of facty type shit. Like I remember I saw a video of a nigga. I forgot the page that it was on. It was like one of these like popular meme pages on Instagram. And my nigga Lieutenant Music, he had a video on there. He was rapping. I'm like, this motherfucker look like Kobe Bryant and Tupac had a baby. This nigga Kobe Pac Shakur is spitting, my nigga. So this nigga laughed at the comment. We end up following each other and shit. And Lieutenant Music, nigga, he was rapping this whole time. Like Lieutenant Music, that nigga got bars. That's a rapping ass nigga. That nigga could rap his ass off. But right now, nigga, he killing TikTok off these little joke videos that he do, nigga. Like he the nigga on TikTok who do the little quick little, whoop de whoop, make it make sense. That's my nigga Lieutenant Music. Like nigga, you start off in one lane and that might be the lane that you consider to be your lane. But the fact that he had talent somewhere else, nigga, like he killing that TikTok shit, my nigga. Like that nigga used one of my jokes and shit, nigga, cause I had said like going camping ain't nothing but practicing to be homeless, my nigga. Like you simulating homelessness. And that nigga, he ran that motherfucker with the make it make sense. Like, shout out to that shit, nigga. That shit dope as a motherfucker. Like that's the fucking thing when it comes to staying available. Networking, having the ability to transition if need be. Like a lot of motherfuckers is scared to jump out of the lane that they in. Me personally, I used to tell motherfuckers like nigga back on Facebook, nigga, my name on Facebook was Anthony Anti-Lame Webb. And the reason that I was calling myself anti-lame is because like me personally, what I consider to be a lame, which the definition of me is the inability to move. A motherfucker with no motion, a motherfucker that's scared to move, scared to do something, scared to make a move, scared to make a play. Me, nigga, anything that's gonna make money within reason, I'm willing to do it, my nigga. I'm down for it, my nigga. Long as I ain't gotta do no diddy shit, nigga, I'm willing to make plays, dog. Like I tell y'all, like one of my favorite rappers who I consider to be the greatest all time, E40. That motherfucker done made money doing 1,000 different things, my nigga, outside of rap. My nigga, he making a gang of money in liquor. Speaking of Diddy, it's fucked up. But like even with Diddy, nigga, that nigga done made money on Sean John. That motherfucker done made money with Ciroc. Same with a nigga like Jay-Z. That motherfucker made money on Ace of Spades, Rockaware. That nigga doing this little art investing and all this shit. Like that's the fucking thing when it comes to staying available. Staying open to doing new hustles, new things, finding other ways to make money. Cause you don't gotta be no motherfucking billionaire to make no side hustle, my nigga. Like I've told y'all, when I was on Fiverr doing the voice shit, my nigga, I done did voice acting. I done did all type of shit, my nigga. Because like there's so many ways out here to make money as long as you available to do that shit. Like niggas be, Like I be saying all the time about motherfuckers who afraid of failure, my nigga. If you afraid of failure, you afraid of success, my nigga. Because failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is just something that you experience on the way to success. Like many motherfuckers have failed, my nigga. On the way to success, a lot of motherfuckers done took a whole lot of L's. Like me personally, like I say, nigga, I done had a barbershop, clothing line. I've done graphic design, nigga. I'm willing to do anything that's gonna make some money. What's going on, Katrina Johnson? What's going on, Pork? What's going on, Rhonda Clark? What's going on, Erica? My mom wanna holler at you and shit. Hopefully you feeling better. But like I said, my nigga, like I've done a gang of shit for money. And whether it was successful or a failure, I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, dog, like the goal is to succeed in the game of life, not just in the game that I'm playing right now. There's 1,000 ways to get what we call success. And it's not always in this one lane, my nigga. Like this nigga, he was an old basketball player. His name is Junior Bridgeman. Junior Bridgeman is one of the richest motherfuckers to ever play basketball in the NBA. Y'all probably never heard of Junior Bridgman, but Junior Bridgman owns like a bunch of Coca-Cola warehouses and I think like a bunch of Wendy's franchises and shit. Like nigga, Junior Bridgman like a billionaire right now. Not off just playing basketball, but off of all the other shit he's done off the court. Same with Magic Johnson. Like a lot of these motherfuckers made money doing all types of other shit because they was open to, go into different opportunities, dog. That nigga Junior Bridgman got money on top of money, my nigga. That nigga Junior Bridgman built a fucking empire while all the niggas who was playing in his day, the biggest contract in those days was probably hundreds of thousands, not even millions of dollars. And this nigga got hundreds of millions of dollars just because he was willing to make that motherfucking pivot, dog. Like, that's the fucking thing. Like nigga, when you have a talent, it's cool when you allow your talents to make a way for you, to make a space for you. But you also have to be willing to pivot if opportunity presents itself, my nigga. Like I said, dog, like when it comes to luck, they say luck is the intersection of opportunity and preparation. A lot of times your talent is just a preparation, but you have to be willing to capitalize when you get that fucking opportunity. A nigga like Junior Bridgman, he damn sure capitalized on the opportunity. And he made hundreds of millions off that shit because he was willing to go into something that might have been unorthodox. Something that motherfuckers might not have been used to. Like, nigga, a lot of motherfuckers felt like shit, nigga. I'm in the NBA, nigga. I made it. That's it, nigga. That's all for me, nigga. I'm in the league. Other motherfuckers saw that there was other things that they could do, and he did that shit. Like I got Junior Bridgman as like one of my inspirations for life, my nigga. Like I got a list of people who I look at and I look at the stories of their life, and it's like, damn, that's a motherfucker who I aspire to be like. Nigga, Junior Bridgman is up at the top of that list. And what you say, 12 Cal, he played in the era when you make 70K and that's damn near, and he's damn near a billionaire. Exactly, my nigga. When Junior Bridgman was playing, like Junior Bridgman was playing at a time where a nigga at his position, a nigga like who he is, who he was in the league, nigga, Junior Bridgman was probably making 150K a year, my nigga. And now he damn near a billionaire. Like I said, just off, the right investments. Probably some of the right motherfucking, like I say, with relationships, my nigga. And capitalizing on the right opportunities. Making good investments, making smart plays. And a lot of that goes back to, like I said, nigga, networking. Being around the right people, meeting the right people. You know, um, Attaining and maintaining the right fucking relationships. Like you never know where success will come from. That's why you always want to keep yourself open to capitalizing on opportunities that you come with, my nigga. Like I said, like part of the reason I be so into trying to network with motherfuckers, trying to network with the right motherfuckers. Cause like I say, dog, I don't believe in loyalty, my nigga. Like, I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna fuck around and hang out with niggas that don't serve no purpose in my life, my nigga. Do I have friends that I don't make money with? Yeah, that's cool. But there's a time and a place for that. There's motherfuckers who I kick it with who only just friends. I only fuck with these niggas for, conversation and champagne and campaigning, and that's cool. But nigga, who do I stay the closest to? I stay the closest to motherfuckers who are valuable to me, who bring value into my life, no matter what that value may be, my nigga. Like that's the thing. There's motherfuckers who they cool for just being cool, and then I got the motherfuckers who I kick it with. Because like I say all the time, like in my friends who know me, they know this about me. I'm not the type of nigga that answer my phone for no bullshit. I'm not the type of nigga that sit on the phone all day for no bullshit. If it ain't about money, if it ain't about opportunity, if it ain't about personal growth, if it ain't about nothing that's constructive, I'm probably not finna be on the phone long, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is we on the phone for? What is we in each other presence for? Like, nigga, the type of motherfuckers who you'll see me hanging around, talking to, spending my motherfucking time with is people who on the same path as me. People who are helping me on my path through life. People who I'm learning from or teaching something to. That's the only type of motherfuckers that I want around me, my nigga. Like, do I have homies? Hell yeah, I do. But those niggas have their time. Like I said, like I'm chasing opportunity right now. Like I'm chasing success right now. And this is something that I tell people, like, nigga, if growth ain't what you looking for, then we probably ain't gonna be around each other, my nigga. Matter of fact, if growth ain't what you looking for, you probably ain't even listening to this motherfucker right now, dog. Like, this is a self-improvement podcast. This is a self-help podcast. This is a podcast for people who want to grow, who want to do better, who want to hear something that's going to help them develop in life, who going to help them move better in life, who's going to help them with their relationships, their mental health, how they move through the career world and how they move through relationships and things like that. So even if you listening to this shit, you already know the type of nigga that I am. The type of relationships that I push people towards, my nigga. Even when it comes to romantic relationships, like I can't even be fucking with a woman who's not ambitious, who doesn't have goals, who doesn't have a plan, who's not trying to get better, be better. And even when it comes like outside of financial shit, some motherfuckers want to be better spiritually. Some people want to be better when it comes to their health. Just better with their mental health. Nigga, I'm all for that too, cause like I say, nigga, some motherfuckers don't want $1 billion, $1 million. Some niggas just want to be a better person. Some people just want to be a happier person. Some people just want to be a better fucking father, a better mother, a better son, better daughter, better friend. Nigga, I'm all for that too. But if you around me, nigga, you better be chasing one of them goddamn betters because that's what I'm on. And like I say all the time, niggas, like it says in the Bible, how can two walk together unless they agree, my nigga? So if you the type of person that's not trying to grow and do better, what the fuck me and you around each other for? I can't fuck with you if we don't have shit in common. If you ain't on the journey of self-improvement, nigga, me and you don't really got shit going on, my nigga. If you ain't trying to grow in no way, nigga, there's no fucking reason for me and you to be fucking interacting. Especially not for no fucking long period of time. Because like I tell y'all about the value of time and valuing your time. Only you can waste your time. Nobody else has the power to waste your time but you. Once you in a situation that you're not learning from, you're not growing from, you're not getting anything out of, you're wasting your own time. Nigga, having a bad relationship, that's not a waste of time. That's a mistake. That's something you can learn from. Nigga, when you had an interaction where somebody stole from you or somebody lied to you, that's not a waste of time. That's a lesson learned. You not wasting time unless you've already learned the lesson and you stay to keep learning the same lesson that you should have fucking graduated from. Like that's the fucking thing, dog. Like, nigga, when it comes to, you valuing your fucking time, you have a whole lot of interactions that go negatively. You have a whole lot of friendships that go negatively, a whole lot of relationships that go negatively. That's not always a waste of time. Like I've told people, I don't regret none of my exes. Zero. I'm grateful for every single relationship I've ever been in. The ones that went bad, the ones where I got fucked over, the ones where they did me dirty, the ones where they did some funky, goofy, stupid shit. Nigga, I'm cool with all of them. My nigga, I'm still cool with all those exes, even though we not together. Why? Because they all taught me something, my nigga. I don't feel like none of my relationships was wastes of time. Nigga, they was all well used, well placed time. Because in all those situations, I learned something. All of my motherfucking mistakes, I don't regret. Because they was all lessons that I learned. Nigga, only shit I regret is literally opportunities that I didn't capitalize on. Like I say about this comedy shit, nigga, the one thing I kinda regret is that I didn't start earlier. But I also believe that everything happens for a reason. And a lot of times it happens in the correct season. So maybe the reason that I didn't start comedy earlier is because mentally I might not have been ready for that shit, my nigga. Like, I might have started that shit at 19, blew up at 19, had success at 19. And because my mind was 19, I did some stupid shit to fuck it all up. Maybe the reason that I'm starting comedy at 41 is because as a 41-year-old man that has a home, that has a family, that's doing well financially, I won't put myself in those stupid ass situations. I won't accept no stupid ass bullshit because I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass man. I'm doing okay, so there's nothing that I need. You'll never put me in a desperate situation. So maybe that's what took me so long to get into this shit. Like I said, nigga, I live life a lot of time without no regrets because I understand that things happen when they happen because that's how they were supposed to happen. Like I said, nigga, when it comes to the networking that you do, the people who you fuck with, the relationships that you build, the relationships that you maintain, a whole lot of it was supposed to be like that. Like a big part of why I tell a lot of people, like, nigga, you shouldn't live with too many regrets because a lot of times certain shit was just supposed to happen like that. Like I say, when it comes to relationships that I've lost, people who I don't fuck with no more, people who don't fuck with me no more. Nigga, we just wasn't supposed to be around each other, and that's okay, my nigga. Everything wasn't supposed to be like that. Same with a door that'll close in your face. Same with something that you wanted to do well that you might have failed at, my nigga. Nigga, sometimes you was meant to fail. Nigga, sometimes it wasn't meant for you to rap. It was meant for you to play sports. It was meant for you to be a fucking comedian. Maybe you wasn't meant to rap, nigga. You was meant to play the goddamn violin or something. It's a whole lot of motherfucking producers that thought they was gonna be rappers. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers that's in business who thought they was gonna play sports. It's a lot of rappers that thought they was gonna motherfucking play sports. Blueface thought he was gonna be a motherfucking quarterback, my nigga. Charlie Ward went to the NBA. Like it was a whole lot of motherfuckers that at one thing they thought was gonna be their lane, and that wasn't. And that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, I don't fear failure, my nigga. I fear not capitalizing on motherfucking opportunities. I fear not being able to take care of my motherfucking kids. Like that's like my biggest fear. My biggest fear is being taken away from my children and my children being taken away from me. That's the biggest fear I have. Like, I fear losing people who I love. Outside of that, it ain't no whole bunch of shit I'm motherfucking scared of. Like I was telling motherfuckers, cause they like, oh man, you look so comfortable on stage. How are you so comfortable on stage? Because I don't fear the stage. I don't fear failure. I don't fear these niggas not laughing. I fear being fucked up. I fear being broke. Like, whether these niggas laugh or not, I'm gonna be okay, my nigga. Same with podcasting. Like, it's a whole lot of shit that the fear of being fucked up is scarier than the fear of fucking up. Like, I fear being a failure in the eyes of my children more than I fear being a failure in the eyes of these fans or this crowd or these listeners or whatever the fuck. Like, nigga, as long as my kids is straight, I'm straight. So the reason that I'm so willing to jump into opportunities and make investments and, try to network with people is because, nigga, my biggest fear is taken care of. So the only thing that I have my eye on is success, is growth, is doing better. So the reason that I network with motherfuckers, the reason that I jump into so many opportunities and am willing to try so many different things and hustle in so many different ways is because my ultimate goal is to do better for me and my family. To help my family elevate, to do better for my family. So why the fuck would I be afraid to jump on a fucking stage and try to make some niggas laugh and they don't laugh? Fuck, I'ma be scared of that, folk, my nigga. I'm scared of not being able to flick these lights on. I'm afraid of not being able to pay that motherfucking mortgage. I'm afraid of going to the motherfucking mall with my kids and not being able to afford clothes for their ass. That's what I'm afraid of. Fuck the stage. That shit not scary at all, my nigga. You niggas gonna laugh or you not gonna laugh. Same with any opportunity, my nigga. Like, nigga, they either gonna say yes or they gonna say no. So we gonna try to do this deal. I'ma give them this number. I'ma have these requirements. Hey, nigga, I want this, this, and that. I want this, this, and that. Nigga, the worst they could say is no, my nigga, but that's cool. Because, nigga, the goal is gonna be taken care of regardless. Like I said, my nigga, this might fail, but nigga, I'm staying available. I'm staying networking. I'm staying hustling. This is the fucking thing. Like I said with Junior Bridgeman, my nigga. Junior Bridgeman didn't become like the greatest motherfucking player in basketball history, my nigga. That nigga probably wasn't even the best player on his motherfucking team. But I bet you he probably got the most money out of everybody who played on that motherfucking team. He probably got more money than any motherfucker that ever played on that franchise. And I'm not just judging success in terms of money, but at the same time, like, nigga, what he did was legendary, dog. And it was outside of what he did on the court. He used what he did on the court to catapult him into something that he did that literally led to him being a multi motherfucking millionaire, dog. And that's a beautiful thing, my nigga, and that's what, basically what I'm saying with this whole fucking episode. Like, nigga, always stay available and keep your eyes open for opportunities because the opportunity that leads you to your ultimate goal in life is not always the first thing that you set your eyes on. Nigga, sometimes it's something completely different, my nigga. But even with that, you always got to keep your eyes open for opportunity. Like I said with networking, my nigga, like, I'll be cool with a little bit of everybody, my nigga. Like, every fucking interaction that I have, I try to keep it positive. I try to be positive because you never fucking know what little fucking interaction that you have with this person might lead to something that could be great way over here, my nigga. So I keep it cool with everybody I can because I'm willing to capitalize on any opportunity, my nigga. Like I said with your motherfucking talents, like, something that I say to everybody, 9 times out of 10, like, like I've told y'all, I'm not real good with accepting compliments. It's always been a weird thing for me. I'm real awkward when it comes to compliments. But One thing that I always say about 99% of the time when somebody give me a compliment outside of thank you is I just do the best that I can. Like when people be like, "Oh man, I saw your show on stage. You was fucking hilarious." Man, I just do the best that I can. "Oh man, how did you end up doing comedy?" "Oh man, you do the podcast, you do the nigga, I just do the best that I can." A whole lot of what I feel brought me a whole lot of the opportunities that I've gotten in my life is I always do the best that I can, no matter what I do. In podcasting, I do the best that I can. In comedy, I do the best that I can. Even as a motherfucking truck driver, I do the best that I can. As a father, as a husband, as a friend, everything, I'm always doing the best that I can. Why? Because I never know who's watching. I never know what opportunity can lead from this thing that I'm doing. So no matter what I'm doing the best that I can because it might lead to another opportunity. It might lead to a relationship. And like I said, not relationship always meaning it's something romantic, but it might be something with a motherfucker that I might want to network with. Like I said, my nigga, like I met Maury at a fucking award show. Nigga, I ended up at that award show because I was cool with some motherfuckers. I maintained some relationships. And like I said, my nigga, like I'm all about motherfuckers who growing. Motherfuckers who doing positive things. Motherfuckers who trying to do better in life. A whole lot of the motherfuckers who I was with at that award show was people who are in that lane. Shout out my nigga LA Deuce, my nigga Flex from the plug, maxed out for the motherfucking bankroll. Like nigga, we all niggas who growing, niggas who all trying to do better, nigga, whether it be in life, spiritually, physically, mentally, and other motherfucking things. Like nigga, all the relationships that I be in, all the relationships with people who I'm cool with, nigga, I'm always trying to do better, my nigga. I'm trying to network with people who are doing better. I'm trying to network with people who help me do better. And I don't gatekeep, I don't try to stop nobody shine. Any motherfucker trying to do something, nigga, any motherfucker who I could give information to, I'm always willing. Why? Because like I tell motherfuckers, like, I'm a real big believer in you reap what you sow, my nigga. I sow support so I could reap support. I sow information so I could reap information. Nigga, I sow help so I could reap help. Like this whole motherfucking platform that I have, this whole fucking podcast that I do. Like, I'm just trying to help motherfuckers do better. So, one day in turn, when I meet the right people, they'll help me do better. And like I said, like with doing the best that I can and being the best that I can. I always try to move as a solid motherfucker. I always believe in being honest, being real with people. Because like nigga, I would much rather people fuck with me for who I am in my honesty than fuck with me for who I ain't in dishonesty. Like nigga, I don't put forth no image, my nigga. Like I don't try to pretend to be something that I ain't. Because I don't want motherfuckers fucking with me because of who I think I am. Because I can't always be who you think I am. I can only be who I am. I can't be no character 24/7. I can only be me 24/7. And I tell y'all that shit all the time. Like, nigga, it ain't always about like trying to look cool, trying to look like something, trying to be something that you ain't, my nigga. People gonna fuck with it or they not. If they fuck with it, that's dope. But if they don't, that's dope too, my nigga. Like I said earlier, my nigga, even the relationships that fell off, even the people who you don't fuck with and who don't fuck with you, it's like that because it was supposed to be like that, my nigga. I be telling motherfuckers all the time, like, nigga, I'm grateful for every opportunity I missed. Every day I didn't show up. Everything I didn't do right. Because my nigga, I just wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't supposed to be with her. I wasn't supposed to work at that job. I wasn't supposed to get that role, that opportunity, or that thing over there. Nigga, I was supposed to get this. Nigga, I want what's for me. And I'ma stay available for what's for me. Nigga, I'm gonna succeed no matter what because I'ma stay available. I'ma stay hustling. I'ma stay doing what the fuck I'm supposed to do, my nigga. I'ma stay doing the best that I can. Because like I be telling motherfuckers, like nigga, I'ma stay real because I rather y'all love me for being real. I rather y'all love me for doing my best. Even when it come to people who I fuck with, my nigga, I don't fuck with low effort ass niggas. I don't fuck with niggas who I don't see doing their best. I don't fuck with niggas who I feel phoning it in. I don't fuck with niggas who I feel going halfway. Nigga, if you going halfway at anything, my nigga, I can't fuck with you, my nigga. If I don't see you trying to grow and do better and capitalize on opportunities or bring opportunities or look for opportunities, I'll fuck with you, my nigga. Like, it's a whole gang of motherfuckers who can't get 5 minutes from me on a phone call. Why? Because you cool being stagnant. Nigga, maybe I could fuck with you if I'm in the mood to do the same bullshit you be on. But 99 times out of 100, nigga, I'm only fucking with motherfuckers who trying to grow. I'm only fucking with motherfuckers who trying to do better. If you ain't trying to do better, what the fuck we around each other for, my nigga? Like I said about wasting your fucking time. Only you can waste your time. Nobody else has the power to waste your fucking time. Nigga, once you around a motherfucker that you know for a fact is wasting time, that's when you're wasting time. When you hanging with motherfuckers that you know ain't helping you do no better, that's when you wasting time. If you was with a motherfucker that you thought was gonna do well and you didn't, you learned a lesson. So you didn't waste no time. That was a lesson. That L was a lesson. Nigga, that L is only a motherfucking waste when you fail to learn the lesson. Cause like I said, nigga, I've had situations where shit didn't go my way, shit didn't go right. Nigga, like I tell y'all, nigga, when it come to like just my dating situations and shit, like I don't waste no motherfucking time. If a date going bad and I know it's going bad, I know it's gonna be bad, I'm cutting that shit off. Same with a woman who I'm fucking with. Once I realize this bitch ain't shit, I'm cutting it the fuck off. Because once you realize somebody ain't shit and you keep fucking with them, you wasting your time, not them. Nigga, once you working at a job that you know for a fact is a dead end job and it's not gonna lead to you making no more money, that job didn't waste your time. You wasted it. You hanging out with a homeboy or you fucking with somebody or you're in a situation or you live in a certain town and you know that living in that town is not serving you, you wasting your time. Like I'm a big believer in the position that you in life is 100% your motherfucking fault. Nigga, the people who you fucking with them because you choosing to fuck with them. Nigga, from birth to 18, you can blame your parents, you can blame your uncles, your auntie, whoever your legal guardian is. You can blame them for all that shit. But once you move out on your own, that shit your fault, my nigga. Because you had the choice. When you a grown motherfucker as an adult, you have the choice to go where you want to go, do what you want to do, be around who you want to be around, be where you want to be. So anything that you waste, anything that you lose, anything that you gain, it's all your fault. Good or bad. If you in a bad relationship, that's your fault because you the one staying in it. Once you realize it was fucked up, you should have left. You at a dead end job, your ass could have left. You in a bullshit town, nigga, your ass could leave. Like, nigga, you got the choice to do anything, to fuck with anybody, my nigga. Anything that you do, nigga, good or bad, nigga, that's on you, dog. Nigga, a lot of times, once you can take accountability and responsibility for the fact that you in the position that you in because of the choices that you made, you'll go a lot fucking farther in life. Nigga, the reason a lot of motherfuckers can't grow, can't succeed, can't do better is because they blaming everything for their failure but them. What's going on, my nigga? J Rock Warren Gold Clothing. Like, nigga, you can't always say, like, oh, I'm fucked up because, oh, my mama whooped my ass or my daddy was an alcoholic or, don't nobody make it out of motherfucking Tupelo, Mississippi. Oh, this is fucked up for me because this didn't happen right or, it was this the reason. Oh, because I'm black. Oh, it's because I'm this. Like, nigga, all only thing that you can't change is being motherfucking black, dog. Like, come on, my nigga. It's motherfuckers out here with no arms and legs doing it. It's motherfuckers from worse circumstances than you doing it. It's niggas from smaller towns than you that's doing it. As a woman, it's a bitch uglier than you that's doing it. It's a woman that she heavier than you, she uglier than you, she might not even be as smart as you, and she doing it. What the fuck is your motherfucking excuse other than you making excuses? Cause like that's one of my motherfucking things. Like nigga, whenever I feel like I'm losing energy, like whenever I feel like, that little hustle bug slowing down, like I always remember, like nigga, it's a motherfucker that was worse off than me that's doing better. It's a motherfucker that had less opportunities than I've had, and he's doing better. It's a motherfucker that ain't half as smart as me. That nigga ain't half as talented as me, and he's up there. I got a motherfucking hustle, nigga. I got work to do, my nigga. How the fuck is that nigga ahead of me? How was that bitch ahead of me? How was that person doing more than me? I got motherfucking work to do, my nigga. Like I don't be like, oh well, that nigga got it cause he white, or that motherfucker got it because he know this person. Nigga, all I gotta do is introduce myself to other people. All I gotta do is work motherfucking harder. Yes, there's people who got dealt a better hand than you. Yeah, that's true. There's people who come from different backgrounds and they got better opportunities, and that's cute, nigga. That's cool. But what the fuck that got to do with you, my nigga? Like the reason a lot of motherfuckers are stagnant is because instead of hustling, they sitting here complaining. They sitting here worried about why this nigga got this and why you don't got it. Why? Cause they doing something you ain't doing. They working when you sitting on your motherfucking ass. They hustling while you chilling. You drinking, you partying, you hanging out. They working. A lot of times, nigga, that be why motherfuckers be fucked up. That's why you can't motherfucking lose no way. Because instead of taking your ass to the gym, you on the motherfucking internet looking at skinny bitches. The reason your motherfucking rap career not taking off because instead of rapping, because of being in the studio, because of working on your motherfucking craft, you over here worried about what the fuck Drake got going on. You over here hating on Kendrick. Nigga, you over here arguing about motherfucking J. Cole instead of working on your motherfucking craft. Like, nigga, you should be doing everything that you can do to motherfucking succeed. You should be out networking, nigga. Your ass should be spending your motherfucking time better. Like I said, nigga, all my friends, all the people who know me, all the motherfuckers who I interact with and kick it with, they know, nigga, I don't waste no whole bunch of motherfucking time, my nigga. What's going on, Rick Rock? Like, nigga, I spend my time wisely because only thing I'm focused on is success. Only motherfuckers who I want to be around are motherfuckers who are trying to succeed. Like my nigga Rick Rock who just jumped in the motherfucking chat. Like, nigga, I don't fuck with no motherfuckers who just hanging out, chilling, nigga. I only fuck with motherfuckers who I see succeeding. Motherfuckers who looking to succeed. Motherfuckers who trying to do better. Motherfuckers who capitalize on opportunities, who create opportunities. Like I've mentioned Rick Rock on this motherfucking show before multiple times. That nigga did time. And this nigga is 10 years, 20, 30 years past niggas succeeding in everything that he motherfucking touched because that's a hustling ass nigga. That's a working ass nigga. That's a creating ass nigga. That nigga don't sit around fucking around and complaining. Nigga, that nigga be hustling. That nigga be creating and capitalizing on motherfucking opportunities. Like, that's one of the niggas who I fuck with, like, tough, my nigga. Like, that's one of the niggas who I look to, like, when I be sitting there, like, damn, nigga, I need to make something work. Nigga, I look at this nigga like this nigga did all that motherfucking time and he leapfrog niggas who been free the whole time. Them niggas ain't never been to prison. Them niggas ain't been to jail. And he way past them because that nigga be hustling. That nigga be networking. That nigga be creating opportunities. That nigga be capitalizing. And that's the fucking thing. Like, y'all niggas will sit up here and be on some like, oh man, this nigga got it and I don't. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up and get the hustling. Nigga, happy Easter, Rick Rock. And that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, if you not trying to grow, sit your bitch ass down. The reason you fucked up is your fucking fault. That's not they fault. It's not because, oh, it's only because you live here. You so busy trying to make a motherfucking excuse to why he winning and you not. That's the reason your ass is losing. Like, I don't get into that shit. Like, I don't have pity parties for why I don't have shit. I go work and try to go get that shit. Yes, nigga, oh, you got a rich daddy. That's cool. I guess I got hustling to do. Niggas to sit up here, oh man, Trump only got it because he got $1 million loan. Kylie Jenner, she only got it because she got $1 million loan. Okay, what about Zuckerberg? He ain't had no motherfucking $1 million loan. What about 50 Cent? That nigga ain't had no $1 million loan. What about Jay-Z? He ain't had no $1 million loan. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers that grew huge success without this and that and all this other bitch ass shit you niggas be trying to use as opportunities of why you failing and somebody else succeeding. Nigga, that was a motherfucker that came from worse circumstances than you that's winning. They up. They successful. Because them motherfuckers is working while you sitting there bitching. Like I be telling motherfuckers, like, nigga, don't come to me with your sad ass story because it's your fucking fault. Nigga, tragedy happens. Yes, be sad, mourn, do all that. But as far as your failures and your endeavors, that's your fault, my nigga. You got motherfucking hustling to do. Okay, you didn't get that job. That sucks. Time to keep on motherfucking hustling. Time to find another job. Time to find another opportunity. Time to keep on motherfucking working. But nigga, I don't do pity parties, dog. I don't have those. Nigga, I done failed in 1,000 different ways, 1,000 different places. Motherfuckers who know me personally, they know. Nigga had my barbershop flopped, failed, fucked. I had to cut the clothing line off, nigga. No more 7 Saturdays, nigga. That shit gone. I make that shit every now and then when I get some time and opportunity, but 9 times out of 10, not doing it because it just takes a whole lot of invested time and sweat equity that I don't have right now. But do I bitch and cry about it? No, because I got 1,000 other fly things that I got moving forward in the future. If it's meant for me to do 7 Saturdays again, I'll do it again. But as it stands right now, I have no plans on fucking with it. Like I say, dog, like I'm just about positive opportunities and things that'll help me move forward, things that'll help me grow, things that'll help me motherfucking do better. Nigga, anything else I don't fuck with because like I say about the fucking importance of time. I don't waste my time because my time is important, my nigga. Like I say, just about success in general and, the way that you spend your time and how it'll lead to your success. The reason I really don't be watching TV, because like my homeboys who know me know, people who I fuck with, they know I don't fucking watch TV. Why? Because I'm always thinking about what I could be doing to help me grow in any fucking way. 9 times out of 10, I'm doing push-ups. I'm watching a motherfucking documentary. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm trying to do something that's gonna help me learn. Nigga, TV, a lot of these shows, while they may be entertaining, they ain't helping me learn shit. So I don't watch that shit, my nigga. If it's not helping me to do something to be funnier on stage in comedy, I'm not wasting my time with it. If we're having a interaction when it comes to friends and niggas who I'm cool with, if it's not leading to some sort of growth, I'm probably not pulling up to that shit. Because my time is important, nigga. The way that you spend your time is a big factor in how successful you'll be in life. The trajectory that you'll have in life, the opportunities for growth that you'll have in life is all based on how you spend your fucking time. A lot of times when I look at where I am in life and where I could be in life, I always attribute it to how the fuck I spent my motherfucking time. That's why I value time so highly. That's why I'm not big on things that I fucking know is wasting my goddamn time. Like I tell y'all, I don't think I'm better than no motherfucking body. Like I don't, be sitting up here like, nigga, I don't watch TV. You stupid ass niggas be watching TV. Man, if you watch TV, man, that's good on you, my nigga. I'm happy for you. If that make you feel good, that's good. I just don't because of the way that I value my fucking time. What's going on, Christy? What's going on, John Watson? And that's the fucking thing. Like my nigga, just to wrap the whole fucking shit up, dog. Like, just look at how you spend your time. Look at the relationships that you have, how you use those relationships, who you have relationships with, who you spend your time with, how you spend your time with the people that you spend it with. and then look at where you want to be in life and how all of that correlates to you getting to where you want to go in life. Even when it comes to the opportunities that you do, things that you try, things that you afraid to try, things that you know you should try, things that you know you should do, my nigga. You look at that and then think about how all of that is going to relate to where you want to be in life moving forward. A lot of times, like I say about the fear of failure, my nigga, my fear of failing at any given thing is not bigger than my fear of failure in the grand scheme of life. Me failing in comedy is not bigger than my fear of failing in the eyes of my kids. My fear in failing in a business, my fear of losing some money in a fucking investment or opportunity is not bigger than my fear of failing in the eyes of my family. So I'm not afraid to capitalize on no opportunity. I'm not afraid to network or speak to a certain person, because if this don't go right, if this person says no, if this don't happen for me, if these people don't laugh, the fear of that ain't got shit to do on the fear of me not being able to provide for the people who I'm responsible for. So I always keep that in mind in everything that I do, because the ultimate goal in my life is success in the grand scheme, not just success in the one thing that I'm doing. So as long as I keep my goal in mind, fear ain't a motherfucking factor. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, if the game helped you in any way, if anything that I said helped you do anything moving forward, man, send a nigga a dollar something on Cash App, my nigga. Uncle Dolemite on Cash App. $ Uncle Dolemite. Get you some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast.store, and then get you one of these Too Much Game t-shirts, my nigga. Too Much Game Podcast.store. Support the motherfucking squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media. The Sports for You podcast, sports number 4 letter U, live at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Tuesdays and Fridays, YouTube. I think them niggas be live on X, Facebook. They be live all over the motherfucking place. What he say? The GOAT wasn't afraid to fail at baseball, and he definitely did fail at baseball. I don't know what GOAT you talking about. I ain't know LeBron played baseball. But yeah, nigga, follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite or Too Much Game Podcast. TikTok, Yo Mama Boyfriend, or Uncle Dolemite. I don't know which one pop up on TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, the Uncle Dolemite page or the Too Much Game page. I got 2 YouTube pages, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hit all that shit, my nigga. All that support is free, my nigga. Shout out Dom from the Raw Sex Podcast. Support is free, my nigga. But yeah, that's it. Happy Easter, motherfuckers. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.